All right. So when we last left our adventurers, they had just killed some giant boar. Um, they had just had some rather large problems with some giant boar that came through and managed to do some serious injury, but you know, not a lot of death, but a little bit of death. And that was also the week that we had where you met the mongrel men, and you were taken to their um, religious elder, who is also their makeshift leader for the moment, and we're kind of you know given a proper introduction, I guess, and they kind of gave you their story. So the question is, what are y'all doing now?
So we've slain the boar. I at least would like to try to detusk them. It seems like that'd be something that's worth something. A mega boar tusk.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. So there was three of them, so you would have what, six, like, of the big tusks.
And then, however much boar meat we can possibly carry. That's something that the lords around here are probably all about.
Oh, while we're like on the topic of all this, Theodamar, he can't use spells, right? Or is it
The
Theodamar? Or, yeah.
He
Kind of a
cannot.
personal question.
That's true. That is true. So he cannot rememorize spells, is what I would say. But he's not here, so we'll chat with him when he gets on.
But I would say, given the recent death of our poor buddy Atar
And the dog
and
died.
Ruffin, poor Ruffin.
Yeah, Ruffin died.
We probably want to return to Helix for a burial. Maybe cash out these poor bastards with some weregeld.
We should probably bring their corpses back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So
how much is weregeld usually?
I'm talking. It depends on the person. Like,
okay, that's fair.
Killing a commoner versus killing a noble, like, there's a much different amount that would be expected. So
well, if he's a Welshman, he's only worth 70 silver, is what Wikipedia says.
That's true. Which is half of what it would be if he was an Angleman.
Right.
Shaggers.
Right. So, and also our poor buddy Grimos is a little beat up after having been gored through the leg, I think.
No,
Yep, you were gored through the leg. Your leg is not doing well, and you were gored through your arm has also been paralyzed. So, yeah.
my arm is looking a lot like Fox's, only much larger.
So I would say that butchering the bounty here, that such as we can, and then heading back to town is probably the order of the day, right?
Yeah, I my arm is nearly gone from this. I am going to take my fill of pork.
All right.
You just pack
Binge pork is the best kind.
You just pack the wound with pork. Like, there you go. It'll grow back.
I've heard of pork barrel politics, but this is ridiculous.
All right, so you guys managed to get back to town, and then that little kind of cut screen that I sent you guys a couple weeks back kind of happens the next day. So to kind of catch the viewers up, at the next day when they wake up, they're waking up all sore and beat up, and they're really awoken by the sound of bells tolling, like ding ding, and the bells are constantly tolling from the chapel. They aren't stopping. It's not like a morning call to service or anything like that. As they groggily kind of get up and head to the town circle, they see Blackfeld standing in the middle of the circle, kind of on a raid, just on like a box, basically, like a wooden box. And he basically says, it's with a heavy heart that I bring this news. Our Lord Kel Ironguard has passed into the eternal grace of St. Yig. The bells across the territory will toll from dawn to dusk morning of this great loss. Our new lord, Krothos Ironguard, takes his rightful place upon the seat of power in Ironguard Mott. Long may he reign. It is also with a heavy heart that I, Blackfeld, take direct control of the township of Helix and help in the lands in increasing the war effort with the foreign invaders. With that being said, an immediate war tax is being levied on all goods brought forth from the barrows, and conscriptions are set to begin within the month's end. The brazen strumpet will be providing ale free to all those who wish to drown their sorrows for this day, along with discounts at the local gambling hall.
Get your free drink ticket with
30.
It's one of those things, like, it's easier to swallow this when you're drunk.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's easier to swallow that, the, entire kingdom or area is being run by a child.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that. The other group, however,
also doesn't know it because they're unconscious in a dwarf blender. So really, it's fine.
Everything's good. Everything's fine.
I do have an idea, though. So this is not necessarily something elfy, but I think it might be a good idea anyway. We could give all the boar meat and the tusks to what's his face? Wait for it. Alice. So Lord Blackfell, I mean, and do like a, in recognition of the great loss to the duchy. It is our hope that you will accept, this funeral gift on behalf of the Lord Ironguard. It is our misfortune that we could not present it to his lordship ourselves. Wink.
I'm taking some of it.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's like 3 million pounds of pork. So Grimos can get however like 1 million pounds. I don't know how much he eats.
There you can. What is it? It's Oregon Trail rules. You can only carry 200 pounds of meat.
That's right.
Doesn't matter how many buffalo
you slaughtered 34,000 pounds, but you could only carry. But that might schmooze up to the obvious new guy, right? If we're going to be working out of Helix.
Yeah.
We don't have to, just an idea. But it would cost us nothing because it's not like we're going to do anything with all this pork anyway.
I mean, we could cook it. We could have Ryfon's uncle dry it and spend like 5 weeks eating nothing but pork.
I don't think elves eat meat.
Graymo eats meat.
Gonna be sitting back at home, got his arm in a sling, got his foot up, eating meat for 3 weeks while he heals.
I'm just having nothing but pork.
Yeah, Leofrid eats meat. I mean,
Othar, read next page of book to Grimos.
Come, Usul, tell me of your homeworld.
If he was Pope Othar, it'd be books on Pate.
Nice.
That's too much of a stretch. I'll take it back.
So, yeah, I'm talking if you guys are wanting to do that, or I don't know, whatever you're planning on doing.
But I'm trying to butter the new boss.
Okay.
Humans are venal and prone to flattery. I think that's a pretty safe bet if we're going to be hanging out here to, hey, we're here. We don't mean you any harm. Here's some pork bribe.
oh, Ryan, while they're doing that, can I get some new armor, like, made for Gramos?
You can barely walk. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna have to chill for at least a couple days. Like, put your feet up. You know.
Well, so if the town is closed in mourning,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So why don't we make our gift, and we can kind of hang out and rest for a day, and then when town opens up again, we'll see about cashing out some of the stuff that we brought back. I think we probably got a pretty good haul, even minus the taxes. And then if there's a big chunk of money, then we can see about commissioning armor and stuff, and what we can do to re-up. I was talking before about we could try to get like crossbows and stuff to arm the mongrel men so that they can fight back against the cultists or whatever. So
that's a good idea.
Do the training montage.
Ryan, I have a question. Are they physically able to wield the crossbows with their?
I'm gonna say some of them can. Their deformities vary, but some will definitely be able to. Some might have more difficulties. So,
we won't. I was going to make a poorly thought out history reference. I take it back preemptively. Anyway, we're going to arm the mongrel men. It's going to work out great.
Yeah, we're going to give them weapons. The Yoka shotguns.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are kind of bringing your gift to Burgomaster Blackfeld, he has two, shaved head, kind of like large men with clubs that are kind of there and like, whoa, 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 where do you think you're going?
Hello, we are here to give gifts to the new king.
The king ain't here. King's in Ironguard. Oh, actually, he wouldn't say the king. He said the count.
Right. Well, it was our hope that we have brought an offering on this terrible day. We were hopeful that the new burgomaster would accept this funerary gift on behalf of the new Lord Ironguard from the peoples of the Thorns Wild.
He looks back. He's like, "Hey, boss, there's some people here," and you see Blackfeld kind of turn and look over, and you can tell that he's not happy to be talking to you, but he puts on a car salesman grin.
Ew.
Yeah.
And he kind of walks forward
really
and he's
despise them.
Is there something I can do for you, gentle people?
Well, it was our hope, Burgomaster, that you would accept this meager offering from the people of the Thorns Wild on behalf of his lordship, the new count. It is our regret that we could not present it to him in person, but perhaps it would either help with the war effort or with the coronation feast. Present him with our boar dressed up all fancy with the tusks and everything.
I'm keeping one of the tusks, if that's okay.
That's all you, man.
All
we
right.
got 6.
Yeah.
So
one of them's probably still stuck in your leg.
Keeping that one.
Crutch out of it. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So he looks and he's like, "Oh, well, thank you, gentlemen. I will make sure that I give this to Bolo, and he can cook it up for food for the village today. I will make sure that our new lord is aware of your kind offering, and that I will thank you in his name. It is most appreciated."
All right. the old four-lock tug get out of there, I think. I don't know, unless you guys have anything you want to tell him.
Something tells me he's
nah.
gonna do it.
Something tells me the people are going to string him up at some point. Don't know why. Just
I think you're giving him free beer and skimming off adventurers instead of the backs of the poor. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
maybe.
People don't care if you're corrupt if you're stealing from the right people.
That's right.
No one gives a shit if you rip off Amazon, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Really, they're mostly worried about foreign adventurers taking their adventure jobs.
That's right. Coming in.
Although in this case, that's literally what we're doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all right.
Well, but it's because they couldn't do it. So.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he will bow, a small bow, and thank you. And he will say, you know, if you are traveling back to the Thorns Wild, I would love to send a message with you back to your regent, king, lord,
PEO. It's Chief Elf Officer.
Whatever it is you do over there in the woods. I would love to send a message so that we can become better friends.
Well, we don't expect to be back that way in the near future, though eventually, obviously, our footfalls will take us home.
He's like, well, then please let me know.
Certainly.
All right, so that'll be that. What are y'all planning?
So can I get an armor made for when we head back out? For Greymos?
You can get a suit of armor made.
Can I ask them to incorporate the boar tusk in it?
Might take a little longer.
Fancy armor, I like it.
I mean, like, it may have crippled me, but I'm gonna wear it as a symbol of pride.
You live in it ain't. I think it's great.
So
this may be, though, if we're doing like funeral, everybody's drunk, the whole town's tore up, this might be a good opportunity to listen for rumors or try to get some news or that sort of thing if we want to join in the festivities.
Yeah.
Or Gage, the morning, it's not festivities, but you know what I mean.
Gage, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Okay, let's go roll, and let's go low, come on. Go low, yeah, go low.
So, the smith, the armor, thinks he can make it for you. It'll be 180 gold, but he can do it for you in 3 days.
Nice. Man knows what's up.
So, guys, I'm coming to you once again for a small donation.
I think we can just pay it cash.
Yeah.
So our taxes and stuff are all paid up from the old. Let's see. So we have 185 GP in cash right now, and 3,200 GP in gems. So we can trade.
Oh, we also have the fire opal. If you haven't.
So we haven't even done anything with the stuff that's in our hand, like our backpacks yet. This is just like in the bank box.
Oh, okay.
So like just Fafrin has 90 gold. Which I'll just give it to you. So if somebody else can come up with the other 90.
I have 30 that I can. I was gonna put in 30 of mine.
Okay, so we'll take 60 out of the loot box at the jeweler. Done. So mark off your 30. I'll mark off my 90, and you are paid up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And if you're wanting to buy crossbows and spears, so each crossbow will cost you 45. Each spear will cost you 6, and then for 20 arrows, it'll cost you 8.
So 45 per crossbow.
Yep.
6 per spear. And then 8 for 20 bolts.
Yep.
Damn.
Hey, Dazo.
Hey, how you
Go
doing?
on, dude.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Crossbow bolts are different. Sorry, they're 15. Sorry.
15 for 20?
Yep.
Sure it's not 15 for 30?
Oh, it is 30. So 15 for 30. There we go. So I'm looking at it.
How about like leather armor, or it's probably our best bet for mono.
I don't think we should do leather armor because they're mutated. Some of them probably have extremely tough skin already. Like at least scale leather, like level of toughness. And B, they're mutated. They probably wouldn't be able to fit in them.
That's a good point. Mm.
Yeah. I mean, like the pig guys alone couldn't.
I was thinking we get like big leather sacks that we can put cut to fit or something.
Yeah, you could just get big things of tan and belts.
We could, yeah.
Well, so whatever you think is reasonable, Ryan. I mean, are they all like chitinous crabmen and leather armor would be redundant, or?
Leather armor is probably going to be redundant on them.
Okay, so don't worry about it then. Good looking out, Gage.
Mm-hmm.
They could use shields.
Shields we can do.
Shields.
Work me up some.
They could do
some shields, sir.
They could have a spear and a shield, like that would be something. So shields would be 15.
Okay.
How many of them were there? Do we remember?
Well, you also have to take into account some of them won't be able to wield this stuff, and some of them are better just using their mutated limbs to fight than spears and like crossbows.
I'm thinking we get like 20 dudes worth of stuff. Like I think Brian said there were maybe 100 of them. So
That's a good idea. Yeah.
When you think about how many of them are capable of fighting or being trained and have like thumbs.
Yeah, and have thumbs.
I mean, does that sound about right?
Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. They tend to use weapons, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking, most of them can wield a weapon in some way, shape, or form. So they'll be.
Yeah, and then based on our own observations from when we were down there talking to them, right?
Yeah, and both spears and crossbows have their own advantages too. Like over their natural weapons, they have reach and they have and their missile fire. Like both of those are advantages.
Man, 50% over, or it's like 50% over base. Basically, is what we're getting charged here.
Pretty much, yeah, because Gold Rush economy.
Yeah. So what? 22.5 silver for food for iron rations.
Yeah, but that's usually a week, so that's a week worth of.
Right. So like 7 meals worth.
Right.
Okay. So what is that? 3 gold per meal. Then is what that comes out to.
For iron rations, yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh is usually cheaper.
Yeah.
I had a thought. Do you have to pay for like Leofrich's rations while he's in town?
What is it? Yeah, everyone should be paying like a gold a day just to live.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I think, like I said, if we want to schmooze a little bit during the morning coronation celebration ceremony thing, and it seems like a really good opportunity to hear what's going on from the locals while they're all lubricated.
That is
and then
true.
We can shop and head back with a caravan of equipment after we've rested up and healed and such.
Yeah.
So, everyone that's here go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
When
Woohoo! I also died.
I have the highest roll. Great.
Let's see.
You awaken the cage.
So things you hear, basically, rumors about the town, about what's going on and everything like that. So, one thing that... So, Theodamar, you're talking, and you're having a conversation with one of the kind of adventurer stock that's around town. And he basically looks over and he's like, "Hey, you're an elf. How are you doing?" And he's like, "Come over here. Let's have a drink, elf. It's mourn the loss of our lord."
I have a drink with them.
He's like, "Yeah. You know what I heard and saw the other day. We were coming back, and these people told me that there was an elven beauty amongst the woods. I guess she looked a lot like you, or and that she was freed from the maze. Apparently, she was caught. I don't know, maybe by those disgusting pig people down there, but." She was freed and let go, and she went to she traveled the woods like a wood nymph. Do you travel in the woods like a nymph?
Sometimes.
He's honest. I like that.
He's like, so the story checks out. It's true. That's what they were saying. Okay. All right. So that's what you hear. All right, so Grimos, you are there, and you overhear people, and they're talking, and they're just being like, "I heard there's all sorts of like mutant type people that live inside the barrows. They got arms that are made out of crab claws and beaks, and they've got sores all over their body, and they grow spines out their back. They're kidnapping humans, from what I understand, and they're enslaving them in the down below." That's what I heard.
Accurate.
Well, I mean, we don't know if they're enslaving people yet.
It's gonna be real bad if we bring all these guns to these slavers, but whatever,
Yeah.
We're just doing our best. We're trying to make it in a human world we don't understand.
And let's see. Who's next on my little list? It is Fofrin. So Fofrin, you hear the story of one of the groups that's there, and they're sitting around talking about their friend, and they're like, "And this one is for Gawain. Gawain the Brave." And they're all like, "Gawain the Brave!" And they all clash things and drink. They're like, "He just shouldn't have touched those altars. Those were bad news." Like, you remember the look on his face right before he turned to goo? I do. I won't ever forget that. But, the way he lived. Do you remember that time that he sat on Phil's face and like farted? That was a riot, wasn't it?
Classic Gawain. Am I right, guys?
They're like, "To Gawain!" And they all like clack their mugs.
So I guess that's the trail of slime we saw.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's a terrible way to die / be transformed forever into a goo monster.
Yeah.
So, and then Rifon, you're talking, and a lovely young lady strolls up. Where is my stuff? Helix. Dun, 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 dun. So Merida shows up, the barmaid. Did it show it to you? Do you see her?
No.
Are we supposed to be in Helix also?
But I can use my imagination.
Hold on.
Because we're still in the Barrowmaze thing.
Yeah, we're still on the title page.
Hold on. There you go. Can you see her? Go.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
Hello.
Yes.
So Merida shows up and she's looking you up one side and down the other. She's like, I've noticed that you've been adventuring. Is that right? And she'll like run her finger down the side of your elven jaw.
I'll pull away. I'll pull away and say yes, maybe. I have more important measures than women right now.
Well, do you have more important? Do you have more important measures than information?
I would like information.
How much would you like information? I overheard something that one of Bertrand's brigands had brought up from there, and I just was wondering if it was worth anything to you.
It could be, yes. What type of information do you have?
Information about the maze.
Well, we're looking for something. Do you know where a specific... Have you heard anything about a font of law?
Haven't heard anything about that. But it's interesting to know that you're wanting to find it.
Yeah. Not necessarily trying to find it, just trying to find out about it.
Okay. She's like, well, I have other information if you're so interested, but it would come at a price.
I'm a little strapped for cash right now.
Okay. Then I'm a little tongue-tied, which doesn't happen often with me. And she'll start flittering away.
Well, here, hold on, wait. How much would that information cost?
Twice as much now. Now that I know you want it.
Well, that's good, because I have half as much now.
She's now puzzled. She's like, is this some sort of elven riddle?
Would you like it to be?
Oh, this is stupid.
She goes and like sits down like at the table, like kind of with like a thud, very like unladylike, and she's like, all right, buddy, let's just put it straight. Like, you give me 10 gold, I'm gonna give you the information.
Okay.
You don't have to play coy anymore.
Okay, how about 2 platinum pieces?
Perfect.
Isn't that 20?
No, they're 5.
5 each.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like, do you slide the coins to her?
Yes.
So she takes them, and she like runs them through her fingers, a la like a, you know what I mean? Like rolls them down the fingers, and then like she like does a little hand flip, and they're gone, like kind of like a sleight of hand trick. So she looks like she's pretty clever with the coins, and she's like, according to one of Bertrand's men, they're headed to the southern end of the Barrowmore, and apparently the southern Barrowmores are very, very lucrative.
As in they have more treasure.
That seems to be the thing. And if you find any of that treasure, and you choose to share it with the person that gave you this information, I might have more information for you.
I'll definitely keep you in mind. Where might I be able to find you in the future?
she's like, you hear, Merida, get off your ass! Serve these drinks! She's like, here.
Perfect.
She's like, coming, Bolo! And, like, she'll, like, bend over and give you, like, a peck on the tip of your nose. And she's like, stay safe out there.
Will do. I always do. I'll go and relay that information to the group. I'll be like, hey, guys, the people who messed with us are going to the south because there's more gold.
Were they the ones who messed with us?
No one's messed with you so far.
I mean,
Bertram's Brigands are another adventuring company.
Yeah, they're another adventuring group. They're not they're not the guys who.
They're not Renata's robbers, is what I think you're thinking of.
There's a lot of alliteration around here.
And they're not the random mooks who screwed with us.
This is Rifon. It's not an elf, it's an enemy. So with Ernie, if it's anything, it's a friend. So
wondering, how long are we staying in town?
All of your characters need like 2 weeks of bed rest, don't they?
I am at 0 of 32 hit points.
Well, it's been 1 day. You had a night's sleep, so you're at 1.
I am at 1 of 32 hit points.
I was also considering if we're doing the morning thing, it may behoove us to pay our respects to Othar, who was an actual, lifelong companion and friend to the late Count.
Ooh, yeah, we should.
And has also been our bosom buddy this whole time.
That's a possibility.
Maybe he would like some meat.
I need to re-up.
You humans like meat, right?
I need to re-up on holy water.
So, everyone roll a d6 for me, real quick. I just want to see something.
All right. Billy, you messed that up.
All right,
So everyone rolled a 5. Since Billy's the odd man out, I'm going to make it Billy. Just because you're the odd man out.
There's a lot of odd things about me. There's nothing new here.
So, as you're kind of going about town doing your business, let's see. And you see a dude heading straight for you. And he looks like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, I love him already.
And he's walking with a purpose. Like,
interesting.
You can hear the of his heavy boots and thick armor as they move towards you.
Anybody who needs to dress like that obviously isn't a particularly skilled warrior, so Fafrin is not terribly worried. And if he were any good, he wouldn't have to dress up in stupid horns and skulls. Some kind of edgelord.
How big is he? Like, is he the size of Gramos, or?
I'm talking. He's not gigantic, but he's a bigger person for a human. So he's probably maybe like 5'10". Big boy, probably pushing.
So he's still
185 to 215, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I wouldn't fight him.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he's not. He's not like D&D, like where everyone's got to be taller. Like, oh, I'm 6'8", 500 pounds. That was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen on D&D. Like, I forgot the guy's name, but he does little comic strips. But he's talking about how all of his friends kept like making their characters taller and taller,
1 inch taller,
because they wanted to be the tallest guy in the group. And the characters would die, so they would make taller people. And he's like, eventually there's just these giants strolling through villages and like, doom, doom, doom. because they were all just wanting to be the tallest guy in the room. So that just cracks me up because I can imagine it when I was younger, that happening. Like, oh, you're 6'6"? Well, I'm 6'7". Well, I'm gonna
I
be
feel like my
6'8".
friends and I, when we were like 13, that was probably exactly what we were doing.
Yeah.
I'm 6'13". Try me now.
I'm as big as Shaquille O'Neal. Well, I'm as big as this other guy who's really big, Yao Ming. And like he's not bigger than Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, he is. No, he's not. So he strolls up to you, and with a rather booming voice, he's like, "Are you part of the companions that went into the Barrowmaze? The Elven group?"
Kind of a look to the left, look to the right, look down. Oh, there, Sir Knight. May I help you with something?
Yes. I wish to accompany you and your group into the Barrowmaze. From what I understand, your group is going into the maze and destroying things that are down there.
From a certain point of view. Do you have a name, Master Knight?
I'm not a knight. He's like, my name is Caleb.
Good call leaving the last bit off there.
Oh, he'll say his last name. He says Caleb Malice.
But it's medieval Caleb.
Interesting. Master Caleb, I'm Fafrin. Indeed, my companions and I delve into the dirty depths of the Barrows. What exactly is it that you seek there, though? Why would we be able to help you?
Because from what I understand, that you are the only group that is brave enough to delve deep. Most of the other ones are grave robbers. Many of them won't even go into the maze itself. They plunder the top areas. I seek to strike at the heart of the Barrowmaze.
Oh. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we're heart strikers, that sort of thing. A little bit of the old quested by powers beyond our understanding to save the very soul of the land type situation. You know how it goes.
Oh no, I don't wish to save the soul of the land.
Oh, the skulls. You death cultist type situation, then, is it?
No. I serve my lord, Malar.
And he's the death cultist.
No. So, you've never even heard of this, like...
No.
this kind of, like, tiny god. He's got to be very minor.
We're getting to the point where Fafrin is feeling out of his depth and may holler for his companions. Caleb, I tell you what, really the big picture stuff, not my specialty, I'll admit. Why don't we go talk to my cousin, a couple of my friends, maybe they'd be able to figure it out with you. But, so Malar, his master's the death cultist then, as we're like approaching the rest of the group.
I'm sorry, it's Malal,
and then
not Malar. Malar's the beast.
Malal.
So he's the beast god. I'm crossing my other ones, but it's Malal. M-A-L.
Malal sounds familiar.
So Malal
really familiar.
Is Malar's master. And Malal's the death cultist. And he's the knight. You're the squire. Did I get it right?
No. Malal is my liege, the lord I serve.
Right. So you're the squire and Malal's the knight.
No, he's a god.
Well, it's I can see with the kind of relationship you have, you would think that way. Oh, hey everyone, this is Caleb. He wants to come smash stuff in the Barrowmaze with us.
Smashing stuff is always welcome in the Elven crew.
He's got like a death cult thing going on though.
It's not a death cult.
All right, well, death cults are welcome in this crew as well. So come on.
They are.
So, Theodamar, go ahead and roll a wisdom roll.
But we had like a no death cult rule. Did we change it?
Well, we never had a rule like that in the first place.
So, I really feel like we should have had a no death cult rule.
I'm talking, this god's pretty obscure. You know that he's associated with chaos for sure. And he's some sort of god of chaotic energies, chaoticness, chaos in general. Okay. But that's kind of all you know. Yeah, usually he's not really lumped in. He's not lumped in on like Team Good Guy usually.
I'm gonna go Han Solo, and goes. I got a bad feeling about this.
Well, so Caleb, what does your Lord Malal seek in the depths of the Barrowmaze that you're so eager to get down there and not save the land? Did I get that right?
It's the holy mission. There is only one mission when you serve he who is the Lord of Chaos.
You just want to tear crap up?
Only.
No, there's a whole pit of chaos down there. It's like their whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And no one should have the right to own it, or control it, or have it. See, and he starts kind of going on his spiel about like his religion, and he's giving it to you. So, in essence, like he and his weird cult believe that chaos and the evil gods are eventually going to triumph. That's what they believe, wholeheartedly. But the thing is, they're not going to get there without, like, being kind of, like, put to the test and forged in fire. So, his god sends him to fight other chaotic gods to make sure they're up to snuff in order to eventually take over. So it's this weird thing that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to you.
So he wants to go down there to fight, like, stuff around the pit of chaos?
He wants to go down there and, like, fight the things in order to make them, like, try to kill him. And if they can kill him, then they can probably kill other things, and then eventually the world will be taken over by chaos.
Oh, so he's just going to be a bullet sponge. Cool. I'm not opposed.
So it's kind of like in Greek mythology, like Hades, the more people that's in the underworld, the stronger he gets. In this case,
it's kind of it's weird. He's there, like he's the ultimate force of like chaotic energy. Like he's so chaotic, he's working against the chaotic beings to make the chaotic beings better. If that makes any sense, but
I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his own way, it makes sense, but it's really weird.
He gets to give his XP to the next of kin.
He's like,
I'm not against it. I mean, if you guys want to take him in.
So what do you just attack the chaos things, or do you attack anything down there?
anything that gets in my way.
Oh. Well. I feel like you're not sounding too bad.
Caleb, forgive me for spilling the whole glass of wine all at once here, but we're gonna go down there to blow up the font of chaos pit. I forget the bowl of chaos. We're blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you're okay with that, that's the main thing.
We should strive for that.
All right then.
Because unless they can defend it, they don't deserve to have it.
Oh, that's fair. I can see that. That's
Oh, I love him. I love him.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I love him entirely.
I suppose we have to keep an open mind about strange human death cults and foreign religions and
it's not
whatnot.
A death cult. What you're walking into is a land of 3 death cults.
Oh yeah, and they're at war with each other, right?
From what I understand, from the visions that my lord has given me. And they're all fat and lazy.
Lazy death cults.
Well, you certainly seem to be an expert on the subject. We could probably use one.
I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but I only have what what the Lord of Change and Chaos provides to me.
Right, so that's... So which one of them is the knight?
Just forget about that. What are you bringing to the table?
More than you.
Z-Snap.
He's salty. He's got jokes. Look out.
Yeah, he has the sass of the elves.
I mean, I'm down. Whatever you guys want to do.
He's just like looking you up and down, like you're a cripple.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But he's got this swing like a dwarf.
Yeah, we'll welcome him. We will welcome him to the crew.
He's like, then
he just has to act like cordially when he's out of the maze.
I will act in accordance with my views.
Right.
A non-answer.
I do have a question. Do we have to supply him with rations and stuff, or is he bringing all that stuff in on his own?
I'm fine on my own.
Okay.
I need nothing but guidance to get to the location and to get into the heart of evil.
Okay.
Enter the heart of evil. Bang,
Ryan,
bang.
I have a question.
So you guys should be able to see him now. I put his stuff in there.
Caleb, Malice.
Did he put in the active one?
I think. Oh, he might be an inactive. Whoops. But you should be able to see his sheet, everything.
Where is he?
I'm moving him now.
Okay.
He can lay on the pain.
Lay on pain.
Nice.
Oh, he's a. Is he like the OSE version of a Death Knight or something?
It's not Death Knight. Death Knights are undead.
Okay.
He's
He's
the equivalent of like an anti-paladin or whatever you want to call them. He's a
not an Oathbreaker, but an evil paladin.
He's not an oath breaker. He hasn't broken any oaths.
Well, you figure any evil gods have their holy warriors too, right?
Yep, that's what he is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, define evil. He's like, define chaotic. Evil isn't too bad.
Chaotic means chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. I love him. Okay.
I'm just saying, guys, some people's freedom fighters are terrorists. You know what I mean?
The entire Star Wars franchise is built on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's launch a proton torpedo into the pit of chaos, guys. I'm down.
I have a question, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So, strength for the carry weight stuff. What does it do again?
It adds +1 per +1 that you have to your not active items, but your inactive items.
To your packed items?
Yes.
And then because I'm a giant born or whatever, I have a +1 to my active and packed.
Yes, I gave you +1 each of those.
Awesome.
But because your leg's all busted up, you're moving at half movement, and so if you're
how long till that goes away?
What'd you do? So you rolled in 18 days.
Oh, for the leg?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. Your arm was the thing that got hurt for 18 days. Your leg's like 3 days. It was only 3 days.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
So, my leg is going to be fixed around the time the armor is?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Is Othar here in Helix, or is he at Ironguard?
Othar is here.
Yeah, could we go visit him? He's the priest, correct?
He is.
Yeah. I would like to visit him.
So as you come in, you'll see him, and what is it? He's sitting there. He looks a little distraught, and like he's kind of sitting like a baseball player, kind of hunched over on a bench. And he's just kind of, it looks like he might be like silently praying to himself.
I'm gonna ask one of the friars if I can speak with him.
He's the only one in the chapel.
All right, I'm gonna try to speak to him. I'll say, "Hey, Brother Othar, I'm sorry for your loss."
He looks up slowly. He's like, "Me too, and thank you. He was a good friend."
I come bearing some gifts. Would you like pork?
I'm not particularly hungry at the moment, but I do appreciate it.
All right. I also come to ask if you have any holy water for sale.
There's probably some in the basin. Take whatever you want.
All right. I'll pay for it still. Like, I'll leave the money there, but I'll leave one plat, because that's how much 2 is worth, correct? No. How much are they worth normally? Holy water?
Holy water is like 25, I believe.
All right. I will leave some platinum for 2 holy water. That is 10 platinum. Left that there on the side. Can I have 2 holy water?
So he'll, as you're kind of walking out, he's like, well, if I don't see you again, it was nice knowing you. You were always kind to me.
What do you mean? Why would I not see you again?
Well, I've been recalled, and it looks like I am being ordered to leave Helix.
By who?
My superiors.
Ah. Well, you will be missed. I'm sure there will be better times ahead.
It's just watch yourself with that new burgomaster. He might appear all smiles, but he has a tendency to be a tricky person.
Understood. Do you know of anyone that he may have double-crossed in the past?
The country, the kingdom, I don't know. He's a poor influence on Lord Ironguard now. He was a poor influence on him, and I was trying very hard with that boy. My lord, I should say. Now, he's like, I don't know. He's like, it just seems all is going to be lost now. He's like, come, He's like, here. And, like, he goes over and, like, I have a few things. And, like, he pulls out a couple sheets of parchment and a couple of bottles. He's like, take these. He's like, I won't need them anymore. I know that you're on the mission that I couldn't complete years ago, but if you finish it, I'll know somehow, even if I'm not here.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll take them. What are they?
They're 3 blue potions, and they're like pieces of paper, and they've got litany written on them.
Litany?
Yeah, like prayers.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So 3 blue potions, I believe.
Isn't blue healing, or?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Sometimes. It could also be berry blast. We don't know.
It tastes like blue. And you know what it tastes like.
Glacier freeze? Glacier freeze?
You mean Baja Blast?
That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Tasso. I'm sorry.
He only was able to get it at Taco Bell. It was a Taco Bell exclusive. So you guys don't...
That's why he's feeling gassy.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, 3 blue potions. And I'll say thank you.
You're welcome. He's like, do good.
I will. So yeah, I'll go back to the group and tell them all of that.
It's a strange thing for him to be called back from the place he's called home for 20 years.
Yeah, and he really didn't like the worm tongue guy.
I felt like he wanted to sell me a used carriage.
I
sure
mean,
why.
his name is Wormtongue.
His name is Blackfeld.
Yeah,
His name is Blackfeld. His name is not Wormtongue.
Oh,
Wormtongue is in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
man, I'm confusing everybody.
His name is Blackfeld.
Blackfeld.
I'm talking, it's not much better, but it's a little better.
Hello, I'm Dr. Evilbad.
Yeah. Dr. Mud.
Although Caleb Malice isn't too far off either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I wanted to...
I like it. Play it up, man.
I mean, I love him, especially the fact that it is medieval Caleb.
So...
Well, you guys want to heal up, do a little shopping, and then go kick down some doors, rescue some mongrelmen? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, let's heal up. I've been shopping already.
So, like, how many days would we probably need if Theodamar just did all healing every one of the days?
He can't, can he?
He cannot.
Oh yeah, he can't.
So,
I can do 2, right?
No, I'm talking, you used all your heals, like, in the adventure. Like, I think you have a detect magic left, was one thing.
I'm saying, like, if we rest up for the day,
right?
Next day,
you can't get any spells back.
I thought you said I can't get new spells.
You can't get any, like, you can't memorize new spells. That's what I'm saying. So whatever spells are stuck in your head, those that you had left, those are them. I think. I think it was just to detect magic.
You may want to start thinking about what you can do to make it up to old Laurelon Corinthian there.
Yeah, maybe not pray to death gods and nearly get Gramos killed again.
Or see if Caleb's god's hiring.
Have you considered a career in evil?
Yeah, considered a career in chaos.
What is it? Let's take a $5 here real quick. I gotta do a bio break and grab some water. So we'll do that for a second. I will be right back.
Yeah, Tasso, that was probably the biggest screw up that you could have possibly made. Why would you pray to a death god?
I was hoping that it would be me praying to protect us from death.
No, it's a death god.
Yeah.
If you pray to a death god, you're saying, hey, kill this person.
Yeah. A person, not me.
Well, in Tasso's defense, Horace has made some pretty dubious choices over his career too. So we'll figure it out. We'll move forward. We just got to figure out how to do what kind of incense we got to burn or sacrifice we got to make his god happy again.
At least Horace never fell out of Vulcan's favor or Moradin's favor.
I feel like he might have come close a few times. I don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we'll figure it out. What do we got to do to restore confidence? Maybe you need to take a bath in honey, or sacrifice a goat at dawn to the Fey princes, or I don't know, 1,000 hail elfies. I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Oh God. So
how much stuff do you want to buy for these dudes? Like, we need to cash in all the crap that we're carrying in our backpacks right now to see what it's worth. But we can get 20 spears, 10 crossbows, 300 crossbow bolts, and 20 shields for 1,020 gold. And if
how
we want to
will
bring
you
them
carry
food,
that in?
we're gonna get some dudes to help us.
Okay. Also, I only have 3 gold and a fire opal.
So on my sheet, we've got man, bear, pig necklace, carved wooden deer. I picked up a clay bowl for some reason. I don't know why. Emeralds, wooden funerary figure, silver rings, gold earrings, and 48 silver pieces.
Wasn't the clay bowl like a really intricately carved clay bowl?
It says cracked clay bowl. I don't. Yeah, who the hell knows?
It was a bowl of, if you eat it, you're full instantly.
Is that what it was?
Was it?
No.
Yeah,
because that would have been pretty great. Yeah. When we got fire opal, Riffon's got 200 gold worth of platinum pieces.
Oh no, yeah.
I have 40 gold worth of platinum pieces now. I have 40 platinum pieces left.
Yeah, so it's 200 gold. Plus, you've got the couple gems and stuff that you found.
Yeah, I have the platinum ring, topaz necklace, and bloodstone jewel.
Yeah, so we got a couple things there. We got 3,200 GP worth of gems and stuff sitting in the bank. So I will also be right back, though. Excuse me, guys.
I'm back.
Hey, Tasso.
Are we appraising the stuff? Do you want to go and try to do that? See if anything's magical?
Yeah, how in the hell do you get back in favor with an elf god?
Well, we might need to go to the
Kills and Bios.
No, the elf place. The Orange Wild.
Maybe.
So yeah, let's go and see. Are we going to is it a sage to see what's magical?
Isn't it, what's his face in the tower?
Mazza?
Yeah. Or do we go to like one of the regular old sages to figure it out?
Yeah, I felt like we could pay a sage.
Because I know Mazza can do it instantly, like that.
All right, let's go see Mazza. It's always
and I'm not sure how long sages take to do it.
But isn't sages can see what it does?
Yeah, Mazza can too.
Oh, he can't. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just crazy.
he has the wizard spells that Vance has.
Yeah.
Since Vance literally found his wizard book.
Hello.
Yep.
Hey.
Heading over to Mazza.
Ryan, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How does one get back in favor with an elf god?
I don't know. That's up to y'all to come up with.
Well, sorry, Tasso. Seems like you're never getting those spells back.
All right. So, what's the plan?
So we're gonna go and try and see. Well, we're appraising all of our treasure.
Oh,
now.
okay. That I can do.
Well, we're gonna try and see what's magical first before we.
Are you using your detect magic spell?
We were gonna go to Mazza and try to get him to do it.
Which would be better, Ryan? Mazza or a sage? Like, which one would be faster?
I'm talking Mazza casting a detect magic would definitely be faster. But you know, whether you can get him to do that, like that kind of that's a thing.
Doesn't Mazza have the spell that Vance had that allows him to just instantly know stuff?
Vance didn't instantly know things. Vance had a % chance to know things. I gave wizards like a 5% chance per level to know. So, Mazza's pretty powerful, but he's not a heavy hitter. Like, he's not a super heavy hitter. But detect magic would do it.
All right.
Or we could go to a sage and.
Yeah, but sages take more time, don't they, Ryan?
Yeah, they sages have to research things. Like they're like historians. So they like take a look at it. They like cross reference things. They're like, you know, they're the people who come in on Pawn Stars and they're like I gotta get a friend to come in and take a look at this. I got a friend who does 57 Chevy motor parts, and like I gotta get an expert.
And then they always say it's crap
Not
and give
always.
you a really low price for it.
Sometimes they say it's great. So.
You're the Fang. Yep.
Your god's the elf god. Coraline.
I mean...
Hold on. Elf god. That's him. I can never pronounce his name right, but... Elf god. That's his name.
Oh, that's your god.
Coraline Letharian.
Oh.
You didn't even know the name of your god?
I literally copy and pasted from what I was looking at. The article I was reading, it literally said what I just said.
So that's him.
Unless the article is wrong.
So the what is it? So when you approach Mazza's place, it's you know, it's boarded up and closed, as per normal.
Hey Mazza, it's the dull-tongued elves again. With big brains.
There's no response.
Well, I'm all out of ideas. Anybody else? We could try to throw a pebble up there.
Gramos will yell up, "Hey, wizard! We have some business to discuss."
And you see Mazza like pop his head out the side. What? I was taking a lovely nap, and then a very large man who is dumb woke me up.
On to you. I got his attention.
Hey, can you let us in real quick? We'll be real quick.
No. Is that all? And he closes the door. Closes like the shutter.
Like, I want to say more, but Gramos hasn't been here before, and he's dumb.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hey, Mazza. Could you pop back out real quick?
What?
I have one of these, and I'll pull out a vial of the blue things.
Oh, you have a vial of blue water. Great.
It's not water.
I know what it is. I'm not an idiot.
Damn.
I don't need any of those. If you have anything interesting, I'll take a look at something interesting. But, not something common.
Well, here.
I raise up the hammer.
I'll hold out all of the magical things that we don't know if they're magical yet, all of our treasure, and if he says, hey, that's cool, then we'll be like, hey, it's magical.
That's not interesting at all. None of it. I know I want
not the
books.
Hammer.
I want tablets. I want, stuff with writing on it. Things, knowledge, stuff like that. I don't need trinkets. Do I look like a man who needs trinkets? And he's like wearing all these trinkets.
Well,
how much would it be for like a notebook?
For a book?
Yeah.
Books are expensive.
Yeah, they're real expensive.
Paper and book pressing and stuff are pretty darn expensive. So give me a sec. I can take a look in the gear. It'd basically be whatever a spell book equivalent is. Like, that's what it would be. You're looking at, we're going to say 25 gold pieces.
How many pages are in each book?
I'm going to say 50. I think that sounds right.
I'm going to buy one.
Okay.
Buy two, actually.
Buy two?
So it's 50, right?
Yep. So you have yourself 2 notebooks. Dear Diary, today I prayed to a death god. It didn't work out well. Or you can start a blog like Sex in the City.
Oh, no.
I'm going to steal the Nicholas Sparks book.
The Notebook? So, all right. Do you guys have anything else that you guys want to do?
Yeah, we can go and appraise all the jewelry and stuff now, see how much money we can get.
Okay. That I can do.
Well, we could bring some of the stuff to a sage. Like, it'll take more time, but we could at least figure out what it is and what it does.
Okay, I'm down with doing that.
Is there a sage in Helix?
No, all the sages are in Ironguard Mott. So you'd have
Never
to
mind.
travel
Can't
to
bring him to a sage.
So
let's just get it appraised.
Tell me exactly like what you want, which items, and then I'll tell you what they are and how much they're worth. I assume you're taking them over to Puff and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to sell on all of them, just trying to see how much it's worth and stuff.
All right, so he charges 3% for an appraisal.
Yeah. What do you mean by 3%?
3% of whatever the item's worth. Like he did last time too. This is not something new to y'all. So he did it last time. He's got to make money. It's not free.
Well, we have Fire Opal. That's one that I'm putting in.
All right, yeah. So I have a platinum ring, topaz necklace, and that I'm selling those two. But I wanted to see how much the bloodstone jewel was worth.
So he will say the platinum ring is worth 40 gold. And the bloodstone jewel is worth 80.
Okay.
What about the Fire Opal?
Give me 1 second.
And I'm pretty sure Billy went to look at all the stuff he had, all the stuff he brought out.
Dun, 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 dun. Looking for Fire Opal.
Are we going to sell the stuff or no?
We're selling some of it.
There it is. The Fire Opal is worth 40 gold.
Oh, alright. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Billy wanted to check out everything he had. Like, besides runic stuff or whatever, but yeah.
So I will say your Warhammer, you figure, by testing it out and everything like that, you do figure out what it is and what it does. So
okay.
That's something. So it's a +1 Warhammer.
Okay.
It's +1/+1, but it's +2/2. It's what they call an armor breaker. So versus plate or chain, it's +2/2. So.
Oh, I like it. Does it thunder armor or no?
No, I'm talking. It just gets a bonus versus it. So
okay.
So you guys found a platinum necklace that was worth 400, and a bird figurine that was worth 100.
All right. Let me write that down.
And then you found a topaz necklace worth 60 gold. And then you found 2 silver rings that were each worth 50.
The platinum ring is worth less than the silver rings?
What is it? It's like a smaller kind of platinum ring versus like big, thick, ornately, carved. I'm talking that can happen in the real world too.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's writing this down?
And then there was...
I just got back, so it was not me.
I was trying to keep up, but I think I may have messed up already.
I wrote down my stuff, but
is it quick enough to take it from the top, guys? I'll just put it all here on the group thing, and we can figure it out.
The silver rings were both worth 50. The wooden figure was worth 100.
No, the wooden figure wasn't worth anything.
Oh, it was a bird figure.
There's a bird figurine that you found, and the bird figurine was worth 100. The platinum necklace.
The platinum necklace, was 400. You were about to say that.
Yep. So going down the line, so platinum necklace 400, bird figurine was 100. There was a topaz necklace worth 60. A fire opal worth 40. A platinum ring worth 40. 2 silver rings, 50 gold each. 3 small emeralds, they were 35 apiece. There was the bloodstone jewel, which was 80. And golden earrings, which were worth 80.
I have a carved wooden deer.
That is a carved wooden deer. It's very cute.
Nice.
Give it to the local children. And there's a wooden funerary figure, also very cute. And if one of y'all dies, you can put it with you.
Nice.
But those are...
I have a man bear pig necklace.
That was the platinum necklace.
That was the platinum necklace. Yep.
Oh, okay. I think that's it.
Yep. So
I have a piece of runic tablet that we wanted to figure out what the hell it was. There's like a smashed tablet that I took a chunk of.
Mazza probably would have liked that.
Yeah. Though at least I know what the hammer does. So.
I didn't hear that. What's it do?
It's an armor breaker. Does +2/+2 versus armor, heavy armor.
Oh, that's good. That's exactly the time you want it to.
So,
nice.
HHR will look at you and be like, all right, grand total, that's 1,005 gold pieces worth of jewelry and other figurines and things of that nature. That will be 30 gold, please.
All right, cash them out.
Can we sell something and then just take like the 30 off of that?
I'll just take it out of the deposit box. Do you guys want to go ahead and liquidate all that stuff and pay the tax on it now? Might as well.
Yeah, why not? I mean, maybe.
Yes, minus my bloodstone jewel. I didn't want to sell that one.
Okay.
Felt like I could hold on to it.
Yeah. Let's do the. Actually, can I just get like 100% return on the fire opal, like for 40 gold?
Well, you just get the money when we're done with it. I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, like, I only have 3 gold to my name at the moment, and I'd like a little more.
Take petty cash out of the box. That's fine.
Yeah.
So he'll tell you, he's like, yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and trade stuff in, he's like, now's the time to do it. He's like, from what I hear, taxes are going up.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to go ahead and we'll cash everything out then?
Yep.
Or taxes increase, right?
Let's do that. Yeah. And then, I'm keeping my jewel.
So he'll cash you out. He gives you basically 900, or he'll put 900 in the account, and that'll catch you up on fees, taxes, everything that all that jazz.
Okay. And then minus 80 for that gem that Eric wants to keep, so I'll subtract that out.
Okay.
Do
you guys want to cash out the other 3,200 that we have just sitting there, or keep it as portable?
Well, I do need 5
Why don't we
gold.
turn to some slips?
I do need 5 gold to buy an ink file and a quill.
I think we can spare it. Let's do this. We have a big ruby worth 1,500 GP. Why don't we leave that? That's like half of our material wealth in like one nugget. And then the rest of these things are like, necklaces and crap like that. We can go ahead and cash that stuff out, use it to buy equipment for the mongrel man, and then buy whatever other stuff you guys want to get.
He's like, and you've already paid the taxes on that.
Yeah. So 1350, 14, 1550, 16, 17, 51. Plus 9 is 2651. Okay. Who wants money?
I just need it's 12 for the ink, and I think 2 silvers for the quill, right?
Why don't you take 50 gold?
I got 10.
I just want to take the 40 from the fire opal that I found.
40 gold, you got it.
Thank you.
How much do you need in the end, Tasso? 12?
I got 10. I think I need 12 total, so I just need a total of 2.
You got it.
If I get the math correct.
2 gold. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd like some just to carry around. I guess I have platinum. I'm good.
It's your money, but yeah, we got some platinum, we got gold. What you want?
I don't mind gold. Platinum. Yeah, I'll take platinum. That's more bang for the buck.
Yeah, we'll change it out. You want, 10 platinum pieces?
Sure.
All right, there we go. I'm just marking it out of the petty fund here. So that's 55. Okay, so we have roughly 2,500 gold in cash, give or take. And then we still have the 1,500 GP ruby that we can cart off. So not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you guys want to spend on outfitting the mongrel men? And also like hiring porters and things like that.
I mean, what else are we gonna use the money for?
Right. So like Ryan was thinking we can get 20 spears, 10 crossbows, 300 bolts, and 20 shields for 1,020 gold.
Okay.
If we could get some, we should probably also pay some like we were saying, weregeld to the for the poor loss of life for Kotar and Ruffin.
Yeah.
His family and or buddies want to do something about that.
The mercenary guild will be more than happy to send it off to his family.
So we'll do that. I figure
what do we pay for
it's probably worth at least a Welshman, so like 75 gold.
What do we pay for a dog's weregild?
0. He's a dog.
Yeah, doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, it's even lower than the Welsh.
I mean, the dog was the strongest thing we hired.
But he's a dog.
He is a dog. So.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, you're able to get that. In fact, they'll even give you, since you're buying such a large amount, they'll give you a 10% discount.
That's very nice of them.
Ooh, nice.
Because you're buying like in bulk. So, yeah, that seems reasonable to them.
Okay, so that comes out then to... I can do math. 918. Are we able to scare up any more? Or can we take a horse into the swamp?
You could.
Will they go, or a goat or something? I don't even know.
I'm talking. It would be tough to take pack animals in. They might not like it, and it's going to be probably slow going.
Yeah, I guess their hooves are not really built for stuff that you sink into.
Yeah,
we could just hire a bunch of porters.
But
that is probably the way to go if we can.
They won't probably go unless we hire some guards too.
Yeah, we already have guards that we're hiring that we can hire back.
Well, we can haul all of this kit on like 3 to 4 porters.
Yeah.
It's 60 total weight.
Yeah.
So we want to try to scare some help up, and then we can get back to our excavations and such.
We do already have 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we know of 2.
3 of your guards are willing to come back. And that the only one I guess who doesn't is the one who's dead. But the 2 porters, they took the money and they're like deuces. Thank you.
Really? Even Godman?
Godman wasn't a porter; he was a guard.
Godman was a guard,
Mort
really?
was a porter.
Oh, it was? Oh, then never mind. But yeah, he's gone. He's like, my God told me, or I'm God, and I'm getting out of here.
Well, I guess we gotta hire new porters.
If anyone's willing to come, we have a reputation now.
Are you willing to spend the
We're getting flyers made. We're going to have the town crier. We're going to, buy rounds of beer down at the beer hall.
I mean, we've only lost 1 person and a dog.
Well, now he's just a dog. A minute ago, we were fixing to pay the dog's family. He's got a whole litter of pups, man. This is going to get expensive. Poor Mrs. Ruffin. She didn't deserve this. That was a badass dog, though.
Yeah.
That is true.
So we're gonna get another dog that's gonna inevitably die the second we take it anywhere.
So you're able to find 3 people that are willing to be part of your little group. So your name's Drom. Let's see. Marsus and Burfith.
Nice.
These are just porters.
Yep.
All right. So, pay everybody up for the week. 9. Bookkeeping is my favorite part of D&D, as you guys know.
So, guys, I do have a question. We have officially lost our main source of healing while we're in town and in the Barrows.
Well, we have some slurp juice, so that'll do a little something, I hope.
Yeah, but if we wait the 3 days for my leg to heal and my armor to get made, I'm only gonna be at, what, 3 health?
Yeah, if you take it easy, you get a D3 back a day.
Oh.
A few considerations. I would say that first, we should probably do whatever we can to help out poor Theodamar to recommune with Corellon Larethion, who is our god too, if for Rifon and Foprin and Fox presumably as well. Although he's the specialist, so he may know some ritual of attunement or atonement or something he can do. So that should be priority, maybe. We might want to consult with Maza or Othar about what these scrolls are, or Fox can read magic them, maybe.
The scrolls they're clerical scrolls, so they can be read. They're just
okay.
They're not so they're clerical spells, so they can anyone can read the script. It's not on a magical
all right, there we go then.
So, Yes, they
Can
are.
anyone cast those scrolls or just clerics?
No. What is it? Just clerics. Well, let me get to it. So one is a cure light wounds on a scroll. One is a hold person. And then one is a protection scroll. So that can be used by anyone. And it's a protection versus undead.
Nice. Very good.
Nice.
The potions, I imagine, are a curative potion of some kind. We can do the old waft.
Yes. They are the tiny ones, the 1 dose heals.
You know, even with all those, I wouldn't be back to full health, and that's really disappointing.
Well, which is why we need to think about what else we're going to do here. I think that restoring Theodamar's connection to his god is probably one of our top items at this point.
How about we talk to Saint Yigman? What's his name? Othar?
I think that may be a So, as a cleric, I'm sure that Tasso knows what to do or has some idea. There's got to be a ritual that you know about.
Just about to ask that too.
So, you could theoretically, you've heard, you might be able to find someone, is what I would say, in town that can show you. There's a statue or an old statue to an old kind of to what they call the old gods around here, to Hearn the Hunter. And Hearn the Hunter is kind of an equivalent in the human world to Corletheon, kind of how Vulcan is an equivalent to Morden, like in the dwarf culture. So Hearn the Hunter is kind of like a humanized version of this kind of nature god that is the elven primary deity. So there's an old statue out there. Maybe if you went out there and y'all did maybe your elven communing that you can do, you might be able to, do some possible atonement and maybe, get a little bit back into favor.
Is it number 14?
It is number 14. But
yeah,
you don't know where 14 is.
I was wondering what that was.
So you'd have to find someone who might know the route out there.
Would Ryfon's uncle know or no?
He doesn't know because he's like, he had no to visit. He's like, Hendon might know. He follows the old gods.
Is Hendon... Who's Hendon again? Is he the guy who protects the town?
Yeah, he's right now, he's currently the miller, but he's also, kind of the town hero. He was also one of the infamous part of the party that went down with the Font of Law to try to, he was their guide.
Yeah, we really need to talk to him.
I heard that this group scared the howling crap out of his son.
Yeah, there is something to that too.
Uh-huh. A certain group that shall not be named nearly got his son killed, consisting of dwarves.
Dwarves are assholes.
So he's like, he might know where the statue is.
Go talk to him.
Okay, yeah, if y'all want to. So he's number 12. So let's see. Need to find my stuff. Where? So as you approach, you see that guy. Did it pop up?
Yep, it popped up.
Okay.
I don't see any skulls on this guy. I don't know.
I wouldn't either.
Caleb bought him all before he got there.
He does have a rad hood, though.
And you see a woman with him. Vina.
Yeah.
A woman with him. And as you approach, he'll be standing outside and he'll kind of give you a little salute. And he's like, "Hail."
Hello.
How are you? And he'll greet you in
good.
He'll greet you in like an elven greeting, like, may the light shine upon thee. In elven.
Oh, you know a little bit of elven, huh?
He goes, a little, enough to get me in trouble, but that's about it.
Interesting.
He's like,
well,
how can I help?
I'll nudge my cousin.
Well, Master Miller, we've heard from your friend Othar and others that you're the man to speak to for the goings on of the village, and we're hoping for a little information about the lands around here and the Barrows. We're not too far from our home, but outside of the Thorns Wild, we are not yet masters of the land here. Would you be willing to answer some questions?
I'm always willing to answer some questions. He's like, please, gentlemen, step inside. My wife couldn't get you something to drink, some water, or wine. I don't know if it will be up to your standards, but it's the best that we have.
Anything given in friendship and hospitality is more than up to our standards, of course, Master Miller.
He's like, come, please, please, please. And he has a very modest home. And he invites y'all all to come and sit down around his table. His wife puts out some fruit and a pitcher of wine and a pitcher of water. And he's like, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, I think introductions are in order if we've been invited into your home, sir. My name is Fafrin.
He nods. He's like, I'm Hinden. This is my wife, Vina. He looks right at you, Ryphon, and he's like, you're Valoran's kin, right? He's like,
yes.
He looks at Faffer, and he's like, maybe you too. He's like, I've traveled on several occasions with Valoran. He's a very good man and an extremely talented woodsman.
Well, I'm sure you would be happy to hear so. But yes, your right is not deceive you, sir. These are our comrades in arms, Fox, Theodamar, Grimos.
He nods at each of you in turn.
Caleb's sitting outside minding that post we left him at.
Caleb said he would join y'all when y'all went to Barrowmaze. He's like, right. I'll be there.
Yeah, we left him with the death cult. Don't worry about it.
He'll mysteriously appear behind us and say, "Where are you going, boys?"
He's like, so what answers are you seeking?
Well, my compatriot here has lost his way of his gods.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
We'd heard that there may be a shrine to your old gods, somewhere west of town, maybe, to the Great Hunter, something to that effect. Though we're not sure, but we think there may be a shared connection there between
There's
your old gods and
an old druid statue with a little bit of a befallen shrine. It is out there. It's not too difficult to find. I'm talking. I could show you you see his wife kind of elbow him in the side a little bit.
We don't presume to ask you to take us, but if you could give us some directions, I'm sure I could find it.
It's a little, not that I doubt your skill, but it is a little difficult to locate if you don't know the way. If I might be able to ask a favor in return, I would be more than willing to show you.
Well, sure. We'll be willing to take on another quest.
Stack them up.
He's like, my wife fancies herself a bit of a weaver, and she weaves a certain type of. You should be familiar with this. I believe your uncle does similar work with the webs of the spiders of the great forest. We'll be very close to there, anyways. If you guys could help me to gather some of that web for my wife, I would be more than grateful.
Aren't those spiders incredibly poisonous?
Well, if you don't let them get too close to you.
I have much experience. Yes, we will help you. I have many experience.
Perfect.
A little deadly spider silk, no big deal.
He's like, yes, I don't think we'd be gone more than maybe 2 days.
All right.
We'll give you some time to heal up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest traveling in such. He looks at Grimos, rough condition, my large friend. You might want to take a visit to the town doctor.
There's a doctor here?
Yes, she made it back into town. We thought her dead, but apparently she was only kidnapped. And she has made her way back in town. Her name... in fact, I think her place is right next to Valoron's. Her name is... what's her name again? Annabeth.
Oh my god. It's one of the two we saved.
Is it? No, one of the people that...
No.
How many times is she going to get kidnapped or gianted? Unacceptable.
It's not one of the ones you saved.
Oh, she isn't?
So.
No.
Okay.
It's one of the ones you could have saved.
So remember we, decided not to go to the physician school secretly hidden in the Barrowmaze that one time.
Oh.
So he's like, you might want to visit her. She might be able to help. She's rather
ouch.
good with those kind of things. But yes, I'm talking. This wouldn't be too bad. May I ask, at least for my own personal reasons? Well, never mind. I don't want to pry.
You may ask, we may not answer.
Yeah, he can I tell him, Tazo?
Sure.
He accidentally prayed to a death god, but it wasn't on purpose. It was not his fault.
Entirely on purpose.
You accidentally slip, trip, fall into a death god.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And he said, please, death god, protect us.
He's like, was this in the maze?
Yes.
You see, he gets kind of a serious look. He's like, the maze can make people do strange things.
Like, leave your blinker on for 10 miles before you realize you've been praying to a death god the whole time.
He's like, I said the Barrowmaze, not the Barrow Age, you know? He's like, yes. He's like, that is a place that I never wish to go to again.
Funny you should say that. Well, we would be very grateful for your help. If we are to return to the depths of the Barrow, then we will need our esteemed friend here to repair his spiritual connection.
He's like, I can't make promises on that. I can take you to the spot.
Oh, no, of course.
But, why are you going to the maze? I'm talking, for the most part, people of your kin have not really been overly interested in the maze.
Should we tell him, cousin?
We've told everybody so far.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Right. So there's this cup of law, right? And if you fill it with law water and then pour it into the font of chaos, it blows up, and then there's no more chaos, and the land will be repaired, and that sort of thing is what I've gathered so far.
He's like, so you seek to finish Iron Guard's mission?
Yes.
He you see him run his hands through his graying hair. He's like, that was a fool's errand 20 years ago, and this is a fool's errand now. There's no way.
I got news for you.
We some fools.
Ryan?
He's like, you see him he's got his head in his hand, and he looks, and he's like, and he stands up and walks over to a armoire, and he opens it, and he pulls out a small leather pouch, and he comes back, and he sets the leather pouch down on the table. And he unfolds the pouch, this leather pouch, and you see a tiny, tiny vial, maybe the size of, I don't know, half a pinky. And in
Is that the font of law?
He looks at you, he's like, no. The font of law is bigger. He it's filled with liquid, like water, and you see the tiniest little light at the bottom of the just a mote of white light. And he's like, that is a chip off the font of law. He's like, I don't know if it'll be useful. I don't know if it'll be helpful. But if you want it, it's yours.
Well,
what does it do?
I don't know. It exists.
Oh.
But if the font is there, and this is part of the font, those two things are probably tied together. All I know is the closer and the closer and the closer that we got to that pit, the brighter and the brighter this thing got.
Well, I already have light, so somebody else hold on to that one.
Don't mind tucking it away. Looks to me like it might be a light to us in dark places when all other lights go out. That sort of thing.
That sort of thing.
Very true.
Yeah, some Lord of the Rings stuff here.
It's like
It's just a hunch. Put it in the pocket.
It'll turn one of us into Gandalf the White.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
No, that's not quite how it works, I don't think. But, whatever.
It's like this 40-something GM here had been inspired by Lord of the Rings or something like that. It's like a seminal work in fantasy. He's like, why don't you guys rest up, and then we will go. Let's say 3 days time.
Okay.
All right.
We certainly appreciate your help.
He's like, anything I can do to help for the cause. So, and what is it? He's like, but if you gentlemen would excuse me, I need to get back to milling. So he'll shake each one of your hands. Everybody roll a d6.
Our good hands.
So both Fafrin and Theodamar, you both notice like he's got a tattoo basically on his wrist, or a mark, maybe a sigil, and it's definitely an elven sigil. And it was kind of like an elven human hybrid kind of brotherhood, that basically like elves kind of train some humans to like be really good woodsmen and expert woodsmen. Like they might not ever be like up to elven snuff, but they're damn good at what they do. So they're like elven trained humans, and like that's that mark.
Ah. One of the Brotherhood of Wardens. I think that's the thing, right?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Boom. I'll give him the old secret handshake, hail brother deal.
He'll nod.
By the light of the two trees and the Leaf Warden's pact, I hail thee, etc. Plus, like, thumb war at the end.
He'll say, like, may they always grow intertwined. And, so you guys know, like, you're pretty sure Fafrin, like, this guy knows his shit. Like, there's a reason he's, like, the town hero and stuff. Like, he's, he's not, he's probably not a pushover.
Nice. It's too bad he's not gung-ho to go down to the dungeon, and we got old Caleb Death Skull.
I'm
ready to fight!
Wait, can Caleb heal? Or is I looked at his thing, and I saw like damaging moves, but
yeah, he doesn't have lay on hands. He has lay on pain.
I got you for 2 minutes.
2 minutes later.
I'm gonna find some of those chaos beings, and I'm gonna put them in a hurt locker. From now on, I'm just gonna talk with him like a professional wrestler. Like that's pretty much it. He's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah,
oh, I love it."
I gotta find that chaos, and when I find it, it's going down.
But the crap.
It's not a death cult.
The cream always rises to the top. So, all right. So what we'll do is we'll start the following week with y'all going on your little excavation or little adventure expedition.
Expedition first, excavation second.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it from there, and then we'll get all the like little downtimey kind of stuff. Hopefully, we'll get that done this week in between games, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll for next week.
That's good.
Sounds good?
Yep. Okay,
All right.
All right, duders.
All right.
See you guys later.